A very good afternoon from the Perth Hockey Stadium. Sadly, grey skies overhead. We've just had a short shower as the two teams are warming up. It is Curtin University taking on Hale in the Women's Premier 1 grade. And we have Hale sitting top of the ladder at the moment, Curtin in 4th place. So this should be a real great match to watch. And there's so much at stake. Can Hale stay top of the ladder? Can Curtin climb a little bit closer into the top 4? Well, we'll know in about an hour's time. Well, I'm pleased to say before this match got underway, we caught up with one of the players from Hale, and it was a couple of weeks ago when we had a chat with Linné Milan. Well, Linné, obviously a good start to the season. Hale currently sitting in 3rd spot. Is that where you'd hope to be at this point in the season?
Yes, definitely. Obviously, we didn't set out high expectations for ourselves coming out of a bad season last year, or not a bad season, but not the results that we wanted. I think from the get-go of the season, our girls showed a lot of commitment, so very happy where we're standing at the moment, but obviously just taking every game as it comes, and yeah, just taking it as it comes.
Any new players? Obviously, as you said, you were disappointed with the events last year. Have you brought in a few new faces?
Not particularly, actually. We've got more or less the same team, which is actually quite nice. So we're building from each year. Yeah, we've got a few players that have returned, which is good for us and brings a lot of strength in. Obviously, we've picked up another Australian draft pick, Sophie Taylor, which will be very good for us in defense. So yeah, but other than that, our team is more or less the same, and I feel that's really good because we can build from that going into it.
And if it is mostly the same team, has it been a case of everybody coming together at the end of last season and going, that wasn't good enough, we've got to do better?
Yes, 100%. So I must say we were very disappointed last year with our results. But to be fair, I wouldn't say it was that we were playing bad hockey. Our results were really close. But I know that this year the girls did come together. We said that we didn't want to go through that again. So yeah, just a lot of commitment and just controlling what we can control.
And what's the goal? Is it top of the table or just make the finals?
You know what? That's a long way away. So that's our end goal, obviously, but there's baby steps to get there. So we'll take every game as it comes, and we'll obviously build each game, and there's always room for improvement. And then obviously if we play the good hockey that we can play, then the results will come.
Well, we wish you all the best for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was Linné Milan from Hale, who we caught up with a few weeks ago, and obviously they're now sitting top of the ladder. She's obviously enjoying her time here in Australia after what was a pretty bad start when she signed for the club when they were promoted. She then had an Achilles tendon tear and was unable to play, but played last year, played this year, and is going to be a key player today as we turn our attention to the team lineups and the players to look out for. Well, you feel Chantel Chalello is going to be a key player for Curtin. She's the top scorer in the league at the moment with 14 goals and is always amongst the goals. Other players to look out for, Blair Beard from penalty corners, along with Penny Squibb wearing number 14. But to me, the crucial player for Curtin is going to be Caitlin Nobbs. To me, she was one of the top players for Australia in the FIH Pro League, and she's going to need to impact on the game today with her influence. If we turn our attention to Hale, well, you can never go past Madonna Blythe, the #1 cap player for the Hockeyroos of all time. So much experience. She's also won the Charlesworth Medal the last 2 seasons here in the Western Australian Premier League competition. So she's been the best player, and she will be a key player today. Also look out for captain Fiona Cock. She's again amongst the goals, leading goal scorer, and combines really well with Emily Chalker, who of course is one of the co-captains these days of the Hockeyroos. Well, Curtin are coached by Kate Denning, and Hale Hockey Club by Emily Halliday. Our umpires for this match are Melissa Trivich and Andrew Miotti. I'm Ashley Morrison, and I'm looking forward to bringing you all the action from this game, which should be an absolute cracker. Turning our attention to the league ladder, well, Hale have just lost 2 games this season, and one of those games was to Curtin University when they lost 4-0 in round 3. And they lost also to Old Aquinians 3-0 way back on the 25th of May. And they've been unbeaten since that date. So it's going to be a tough ask for Curtin, who've been a little bit up and down. They've lost 4 games so far this season. But today, they've had the wood over Hale once. Can they do it again? And it will be a really interesting contest. The rain, I'm pleased to say, has stopped now. We still have grey clouds overhead, but a little bit of blue in the distance. And hopefully some white clouds and blue skies will grace this game as it progresses. Well, Hale in the blue, Curtin University in the orange. If we turn our attention to Curtin, only West Side Wolves have scored more goals than them. They've scored 35 so far in the season against Curtin's 31 goals, while Hale are the third highest goal scorers with 28. So goals amongst these teams, and another stat that's probably not one that Hale would want to know, but they've also conceded the most goals of the top 4 teams. So that will no doubt give Curtin a little bit of confidence. As we see Alicia Power, goalkeeper for Curtin, making her way back down to her goal just below the scoreboard, along with all of the kit for the penalty corners. Match about to get underway. We are underway, and it is Curtin in the orange that get this game underway. Can they do the double over Hale? It'll be such an important result for them in terms of the top 4 if they can. Lene Milan immediately involved, stolen away the 2 number 14s, Penny Squibb for Curtin, eventually getting the ball. Comes now to Christy Denning. Penny Squibb cuts infield, just pulling away from Madonna Blythe. And you would think just in the opening 5 minutes, just keeping possession is going to be the key. Just came off the inside of the stick of Milan, over the side now. Will be played on by Penny Squibb. Good pass from her. Ball just laid back now to Sienna Archer. And that was just lifted by Emily Chalker. Into the circle it goes. The deflection is going to be lifted and shot on the turn, eventually coming in from Chantal Chilela, but this time she was wide off the mark. You really can't afford to give her any space inside the circle. Mariah Williams, well, there's a player I didn't mention, but Mariah Williams, after so long out, came back for the Hockeyroos in the Pro League and had a really good tournament, scoring goals, always looking lively and looking like she enjoyed every second she was playing. Of course, the Hockeyroos finishing second in the tournament and picking up $64,500 as well as the silver medal. Ball comes back now to Kirsty Denning, plays it square. Blair Beard over the ball now, tries to get that forward, took a slight deflection off Mariah Williams' stick, so it'll be Curtin ball from the side. Into the circle it goes. Madonna Blythe is there, sweeps it outside the circle, comes straight back in, but is deflected by the Curtin players out of play. It's a 16. And in fact, a penalty corner has been given, which there are a few quizzical looks from the Hale players, and I must admit, I'm a little bit confused as to what that's been given for, but key thing is for Curtin, it's the first penalty corner of the match, and it means it's a good opportunity for them. So Blair Beard and Penny Squibb, as mentioned, waiting at the top of the circle. I think it's Kirsty Denning doing the injecting. So she steps in, fires it in, and it's Squibb, flicks it back, and Blair Beard, it goes into the foot of Madonna Blythe as she looked to be taking her helmet off, or whether her helmet slipped, I'm not sure. The face guard, rather. So, yep, they've got to get on with things straight away when it's a retake. So Kirsty Denning makes her way again to the baseline. Squibb and Blair Beard having a chat. Caitlin Nobbs stops. This time it's off the crossbar. Took a deflection off the first runner. And that is unlucky. So Curtin hit the crossbar, and now it's a fast counter-attack as the ball comes to Emily Chalker. Looked to feed it to Mariah Williams. Didn't manage to find her. Milan comes in from the flank. So crossbar in just the 4th minute for Curtin. Linne Milan fires that one in, and just letting it run is Alicia Power harmlessly into a goal. There was nobody there able to get a touch. And the noise you can hear in the background of the construction workers back on the job after running away from the rain. A lot of building work going on at the moment here at Curtin University. That caught the foot, unfortunately, for Blair Beard, and it is now the first penalty corner of the match for Hale. Well, Curtin hit the crossbar, and can Hale get one under the crossbar? Madonna Blythe making the decisions. So waiting at the top of the circle is Fiona Koch. Emily Chalker doing the stopping. And it's a good strike towards goal. Ricochets up off Alicia Power's pads, and that is deemed dangerous, so it will be another penalty corner. Taylor Britton again making her way to the baseline to inject. And Koch didn't get hold of that. The deflection, though, was just in front of her from Britton, but didn't really get the power she was hoping. And so it's now out wide for Hale. So Curtin survive again. So both teams 2 penalty corners. Neither able to convert as yet. High press now coming from Hale, trying to hem Curtin inside their own circle. It comes to Madonna Blythe, a little bit of space for her. Closed down, good defensive work coming that time from Greta Hayes. Greta Hayes, another player who's part of the high performance program here in Western Australia. One of the players who won a bronze medal at the Junior World Cup. She actually set up the equaliser that took the game to a shootout as it breaks for Chalker. Good save again from Power. Milan gets a shot in. And again on hand was Taylor Britton, but couldn't get it past Alicia Power. Madonna Blythe pushes the ball out wide onto the right-hand side. Driving forward is Koch. In it goes, it's taken a deflection, and it's Chalker who will claim the goal. So Emily Chalker getting the touch that was crucial just in front of Alicia Power. And that means that Hale have taken the lead. Power just looked to be wrong-footed as the shot was, or rather, I suppose the deflection was deflected towards goal. So now Curtin are going to have to come from behind. You feel that there will be plenty of goals in this match as Kirsty Denning goes across to Blair Beard and then makes herself available for the return pass. And Nobbs just misdirecting that pass, and it's going to go out of play right down by the corner. So easy possession for Hale as Milan makes her way down. Self passes, just lifted it over the first stick. Nobbs was there to take it away at the second attempt, and Milan coming in again, smiles to the umpire, but that's not going to get the decision to go her way. Again, we're seeing a high press from Hale, and they're working really hard. Brooke Corbett there coming back, and that's a clumsy challenge, and I think she's going to find herself with a couple of minutes on the sideline. In fact, was that a yellow card I saw flash there? Maybe it was. We'll keep an eye on how long Hale are down to 10. Brooke Corbett certainly with the clumsy tacklers. Linne Milan, good pass from her, picking out Kate Boltby. Boltby, though, just losing it in the challenge, and good strong challenge as well coming there from Kate Denning. Except it's been given back to Fiona Cock. Lovely lead in the forward line from Tash Hayden, but didn't manage to get the ball on the end of her stick. That's a good turn and managing to get away from Madonna Blythe. Grace Conn, though, dispossessed. Linne Milan just loses the ball. It just stayed behind her. And in the end, desperate defending by Curtin. But it's going to break for Hale. This time it breaks for Chiara Fakeney. Fiona Cock carries forward and then just pushes it down the line to Mariah Williams. Williams accelerates towards the circle, gets to the baseline and is forced to move away. Beats one, but can't get the second player. It deflects off the Curtin player. It'll be a long corner to Hale. Given away rather cheaply. Katie Clark now, I think it is, carrying it forward, the captain for Curtin. And that's a very good pass out wide now to Sophie Turner. Turner just lays it back to Nobbs. Nobbs just moved her hands down the handle, and that's a good ball, and it's a good shot, and it's finished. Well, that's a really good finish. Greta Hayes getting an equaliser for Curtin, and it was well moved. And that's the perfect response by Curtin University. And they have tied things up in the 9th minute. So Greta Hayes just managing to get the final touch after good work by Sophie Turner and Caitlin Nobbs. So Hale, who took the lead, have it all to do again. And here comes Sophie Turner once more. Turner pushing the ball forward. Madonna Blythe played that into Fakeney. Mariah Williams, well, she looked as if she got the better of Nobbs, but Nobbs has come up with the ball. Beautiful pass by Caitlin Nobbs. And unfortunately for Curtin, it just didn't fall for Kate Denning. Kate Denning, though, in a really good position. Chalker, another good lead from her. Got the ball under control, laid it back brilliantly. That's good work again from Chiara Fakeney, combining well with Emily Chalker. Emily Chalker, who of course was part of the FIH Pro League, and her husband Dom making his way over to Amsterdam. I think he thoroughly enjoyed the hospitality that the Dutch put on. And by all accounts, a pretty handy cricketer, her husband. Oh, that was again a misdirected pass into the back line. Having to help out was Durst. And Madonna Blythe, well, it's been put under immense pressure in the back line. Bryony Boltby wasn't the easiest of balls to control, especially when you had an orange shirt bearing down on you. And you just wonder, you say about players' peripheral vision and the orange shirts, you're bound to see it out the corner of your eye. It's so bright. And if you see it bearing down on you, maybe a little bit of panic goes into your mind's eye as Sienna Archer carries forward again. Good pass from her, picking out Chantal Chilela. Chilela loses out Madonna Blythe. Plays it forward, but Nobbs collects. And now short pass from her, manages to find Grace Conn. Conn and Blythe determined not to make sure that one, determined that that would not get into the circle. As the sun does finally peep through the clouds, and the grey clouds seem to have dissipated, and we do have a little bit of blue in the sky overhead. Entering the final 3 minutes of this first quarter. Trying to break forward is Chiara Fakeni. Square pass from her. And that's a good bit of skill from Linné Milan, just showing and then pushing the ball past the player. Into the circle it goes, and over the baseline it's deflected by Blair Beard. Fakeni. Down the line it goes. Linné Milan again creates a little bit of space for herself and found the foot just outside the circle. Free hit to Hale. Milan takes it. Went the 5 meters, into the circle she goes, but it just caught her own foot that time. There's another free hit to Curtin. Just behind play, we saw Kirsty Denning doing up a shoelace. She will now take the free hit if she can get the ball under control. Denning playing it square. Chance to carry out by Blair Beard now. Over the 23-meter line she goes. Pass is a good one, collected well as well. Good work being done there by Sienna Archer, managing to feed the ball out wide now to Sophie Turner. Turner being involved in so much, gets a free hit for Curtin. Taken quickly, ball played back to Sarah Branley, who tried to give it straight back, but just a little miscommunication between Turner and Branley. Chalker. Beard just getting a touch and taking it away from her. Now Greta Hayes, a little bit of space for her. Hayes looking to cut back infield, but good defensive play. Coming back to get the ball back from Taylor Britton. She's taken over the side. Now Hayes plays on quickly for Curtin. Lays it back, and she was hoping to play that one back into Penny Squibb, but it was well read and anticipated by Melody Clayton, who I believe prefers to be known as Mel Clayton. So Taylor Britton, what a pass, and oh dear, the deflection. Well, she was in the right spot, Brooke Corbett, but just didn't get the connection that she really would have liked, and just put it the wrong side of the post. That could have so easily been 2-1 to Hale as we're in the final minute of this first quarter. Blythe misses it, Squibb collects. They're going to have to move the ball very quickly. Squibb plays it first time, comes off the keeper's pads, Durst, and then over the baseline it goes. And that should be the last play of the first quarter. The players already making their way over to the dugout for refreshments. But it's been an exciting first 15 minutes, and certainly a game that's been a little bit helter-skelter. As we go into the first break, though, it is Curtin University 1, Hale Hockey Club 1. Welcome back to the Perth Hockey Stadium. The players still just going through their final discussions as they're about to get the second quarter underway. All tied up here at the moment. Emily Chalker giving Hale the lead, and then Greta Hayes pulling a goal back As we see down below us, Curtin having Duncan Pearce, the assistant coach, to Kate Denning, having plenty to say, and Madonna Blythe doing a lot of the talking down below us for Hale. And of course, they're coached as well, as I mentioned, by Emily Halliday, who was actually appointed joint captain of the Hockeyroos when Madonna Blythe was appointed captain, but unfortunately, she never actually played as captain, which is a real tragedy because she needed a hip replacement at the age of 30, and that was in 2009. Well, the whistle goes and Curtin get the second quarter underway. Caitlin Nobbs immediately involved, and you feel she's going to be crucial. But just dispossessed there. Good play again from Taylor Britton, who's having a fairly strong influence already on this match, Taylor Britton. Taylor Britton, who comes from Burnie in Tasmania. She was in the 2016 Australian women's indoor side. Again, is a young player with big raps, currently a PE teacher. And that was just pushed too far ahead in the end by Erin Harwood. And here's a real chance for Curtin. Across the face of goal on the reverse stick. Katie Clark, the captain, so nearly giving Curtin the lead. Just a mistake at the back, and this is one of those games where you can't afford to make those mistakes. Now, Katie Clark, who was with Westside Wolves and also Willerton, but now very much a Curtin player. Comes wide now to Sienna Archer. Archer helps it down the line, but it was just too far ahead of Sophie Turner. Turner puts her hand up and apologises for not even making the effort to chase that one. Harwood pushing it again into space, but there was no movement up the right-hand side from her captain, Fiona Cock. I just wonder whether both teams will be a little bit more cautious in this second quarter as Beards plays it square to Denning. Denning helping it forward. Mariah Williams got a touch, but the ball's going to break in the end for Kirsty Denning. In fact, it was Squibb who played it for. My apologies to Denning. As Nobbs gets that well read by Milan again. Just her acceleration, she cracks the ball square. Chalker's going to come out and collect that one. Chalker head up as she goes into the circle. Looked as if she caught the foot of Squibb. And a long corner's been given. I think Chalker was hoping for the free hit just outside the circle. In fact, now it is going to be a free hit to Hale. Chalker leaves it behind. Coming across is Taylor Britton. Britton self-passes, takes it away, fires it in. Didn't really look up as to where her teammates were when she played that pass. Now Archer self-passes and looks to dribble it out of defence. Was almost caught on the ankles there, but gets the pass away and manages to find Turner. Turner plays it early. Chalella was in there, but again, she just didn't get it under control, and Durst, off a line, quickly clears at the back for Hale. Chantal Chalella, just expect her to get that under control. There's now Penny Squibb from the side, fires it forward. Chalella pulled wide, hand up. Knows it was the right pass, but just not happening at the moment. And a self-pass, but then played directly over the side by Bryony Boltby. Penny Squibb again from the side, pushes it into space. Williams lets it run, and it very nearly was kept in play by Greta Hayes. Good run by her. So Madonna Blythe. Harwood. Fake knee now. And just over the side it goes. Good play by Fiona Cock. Cock looking for options. Cracks it straight forward. Greta Hayes, good control from her. And again we see Nobbs involved. Nobbs screaming for the ball. Just that short pass infield as it was played forward by Penny Squibb. It's going to be a 16 to Hale, but now it's a high press coming from Curtin. Madonna Blythe on the ball. Looking for options, south passes, looks to play it square. Fiona Cock, can she? No, she can't keep it in play. So the high press paying dividends for Curtin as they come on the attack again now. Trying to just burst forward is Katie Clark. Clark, the captain, leading by example, but free hit goes the way of Hale. Just over 10 minutes now until half time. Deflection was an awkward one. Well read again by Kiara Fakeney. Fakeney is going to come up with the ball. Good turn by her. And that's a good pass, just a deflection in the end, taking it away. There's an important defection from Kirsty Denning in Milan. Getting reward down that right-hand side. Cutting infield, though. 2 Curtin players go with her. And stick check, so free hit to Hale. Blythe comes forward. Fakeney again goes back to Fiona Cock, who absolutely whacks that one towards the circle. Good defence, though, coming this time from Greta Hayes. In the end, she played it square, so it'll be Hale ball. Chalker runs out there while no defence comes and South passes. A pass to the baseline. Well, in the end, it was a good one because it was deflected over the baseline by a retreating Curtin defender. I think it was Sophie Johnston who played it over the baseline. So now it's a free hit for a foot. So Hale will want some reward from this pressure at the moment. They want to apply continued pressure. Certainly numbers back for Curtin, so they're going to have to bring the ball back to create again. Harwood just plays it square now down to Bryony Boltby. Boltby over the 23 metres. Lovely little pass to Chalker. Chalker advances, cuts back. Lovely dribbling skills from her, but in the end, Nobbs takes the ball away. Obstruction, though, is given towards Hale. And Mariah Williams being told where she can take the free hit from. Williams, oh, into the circle she goes, and then onto the foot from Nobbs again. Of course, Caitlin Nobbs would know Mariah Williams and also Emily Chalker's game so well from the Hockey Roos setup. And I'm sure being a defender, she would have defended against them many, many times. Cock goes wide again. Cock has managed to keep control in the end, but real determination. Kate Denning steals it, and there's a chance now for Curtin breaking forward with Katie Clark. Feeds it back to Denning. Denning was looking to feed that to the baseline and to Chilella, but good defensive play from Madonna Blythe, and it's a long corner conceded by Hale. Nobbs goes backwards. Hale ringing the changes with the rolling substitutions. Nobbs again. Beard wanted to go wide, and it was just a little bit narrow for Sarah Branley, but Branley gets the ball now, looks to play that into space. It should be a Curtin ball, and it was great chasing in the end from Sienna Archer. And as a result, it's going to be a free hit, though, to Curtin. Branley over the ball. Played directly into the shin pads. Archer. Oh, Archer still going. Oh, that's a good steal in the end from Madonna Blythe, just to take it away from Greta Hayes. And now Mariah Williams, one hand on the stick, pushes it into the path of Chalker. Chalker goes on the forehand, looks to square it back to Williams. Williams shoots, under the crossbar it goes. What a combination between Williams and Chalker, and what a finish from Mariah Williams. Outstanding. There was very little Alicia Power could do about that one, as it just whistled past her helmet into the goal. So Hale have taken the lead once more. Now this is a very important game in the context of the women's competition. As I mentioned, Hale currently top with 23 points. And then second place, you have UWA on 22 points, a point behind. Suburban Lions on 20 points, and then we have Curtin University on 19 in fourth place, as Branley gets the ball once more. So Hale will want to win just to stay top of the ladder if they can. And a penalty corner won by Curtin. Is this their chance to pull a goal back quickly? I mentioned Curtin on 19 points, but if you look at the team below them, Wolves, who are fifth, are on 19 points. Westside Wolves, that is, and Vic Park are on 17. So Curtin want to win just to cement their place in fourth spot. So Nobbs makes her way down to inject for Curtin. Doing the stopping this time is Kate Denning, and it's Blair Beard. Denning, it wasn't a great stop. Beard has done well. First runner did outstandingly well. It's played towards the goal. Still alive. Beard will shoot and deflected over for a long corner. Well, it's great work by Bryony Boltby, the first runner, to come out and make it so difficult for Curtin at the top of the circle. They're still coming, though. Beard helped forward, and now a chance for Grace Conn. It's another free hit to Curtin. 4.5 minutes left in the half. Katie Clark plays it back. Beard squares the ball now to Squibb. Squibb looking up as she carries the ball forward. That's a strong block coming in from Brooke Corbett. Certainly Brooke Corbett has put herself about as the ball's played forward again by Clayton. Still in play. Clayton carries it forward. Free hit, and that's taken quickly by Mariah Williams. Mariah Williams looking to cut infield past Greta Hayes. Although Nobbs again comes up with the ball for Curtin. Lovely little dink. That was superb from Katie Clark. Clark now trying to square it into the circle. Off her line quickly is Durst, and she had to be. Sophie Turner was bearing down, but I don't think Turner was ever going to get there ahead of Durst. And Nobbs again turned, and it was a deflection, a really good deflection. Durst had to make a really sharp save. She was moving to her left-hand side and then had to shift onto her right-hand side as the deflection was going to see the ball arrow into the bottom right-hand corner. So Jess Durst doing really well. But it's back with Curtin. Sarah Branley again involved. I think it was Kate Denning who actually got the touch that wrong-footed Durst momentarily. Squibb took a deflection after again strong defending from Corbett. Corbett again, but that time it goes off her foot, and it will be a free hit to Sarah Branley. Branley takes it quickly. Branley misses that, and Clayton now has a chance. She's got inside her, if she can find her, Kate Boltby. But it's stolen back by Curtin. One in the midfield. That's a good interception again from Britton. Britton, though, losing out. And now it's the turn of Greta Hayes to try and spark something. It's a good pass from her. Again involved. Grace Conn, oh, and the shot just wide. Curtin showing there's some life in them yet. Archer involved once more. Cock plays it forward. And Curtin, though, just getting the double teaming on the Hale players and managing to come up with the ball 9 times out of 10 at the moment, as we go into the final minute and a half of the first half. And just probably, dare I say, working that little bit harder at the moment, Curtin, as Nobbs gets the ball. Plays it wide once more to Branley. Branley, a little bit of space. Will be deflected up, and that came, well, did it? No, it didn't come off the foot, according to the umpire. Well, every Curtin player, and I have to say I agree, thought that came down off the stick of Bryony Boltby and hit her foot. But the umpire best placed as Chalela goes into the circle and gets a free hit just outside the D. And they're calling for the ball. In it goes, and it was just on the back stick was the call from the umpire. So just catching the back stick with Sophie Turner as she tried to go on the reverse stick. So Madonna Blythe wanting the players to get a little bit further out, I think, was what she was trying to say, as again we see a very high press from Curtin. Ball played forward, heavy touch though from Corbett as she tries to run onto it. And it will be a Curtin ball, but maybe just having the ball up that end of the pitch for the final 30 seconds or so is what Hale wanted. They just want to ease that pressure because they've been under an immense amount of pressure in the last 5 minutes. And there goes the hooter. And despite that pressure, it is, as we go into half-time, Hale that have the lead, courtesy of a brilliant combination goal. Worked well between Emily Chalker and Mariah Williams, and a brilliant finish by Mariah Williams into the roof of the net past Alicia Power. So as we go into half-time, it is Curtin University 1, Hale Hockey Club 2. Welcome back to Perth Hockey Stadium. The second half of this match between Curtin University and Hale Hockey Club about to get underway. At the moment, Hale leading by 2-1, but Curtin very much in this match. You just feel if they get a goal, it's going to change the complexion completely because they've been applying plenty of pressure in that second quarter. And it would be a big victory for them because Hale have not lost since the 25th of May. So it's been a while since they've suffered defeat, the team that is currently top of the ladder. Well, before we get the second half underway, I'd like to thank our sponsors, FMG, Osdrill, Danks Furniture, Tiger Turf and Kookaburra for making the live stream of these games possible. And we hope that you'll buckle up, sit down and really enjoy what is going to be, I think, a scintillating second half. As clearly both teams are looking for a victory in this match. And Hale, well, they got the second goal with a brilliant piece of counter-attack hockey with Emily Chalker and Mariah Williams. Their two hockey-roos combining really well. Of course, they do have other hockey-roos there, or former hockey-roo. And that is in Madonna Blythe. So Emily Chalker gets the second half underway. Who is going to come out on top in this match? There's a good steal straight away to get the second half underway from Katie Clark. Finds Chilella. Look to just poke the ball around the defensive Erin Harwood. Harwood recovered well, though. Ine Milan just dispossessed there. Good anticipation by Kirsty Denning. Greta Hayes. Again, you feel she could have an impact on this match. Again, involved with the hockey-roos and has got the first goal for Curtin. Caitlin Nobbs at the moment, though, certainly bossing the midfield. But whenever we see Sophie Turner, the number 24 for Curtin, on the ball when they're coming forward, they look dangerous. Penny Squibb looks to fire that into the circle. Good defence again, though, by Hale. Chalker now looking to turn and carry the ball out of the defence, looking for support. Well, she tried to get that infield to Taylor Britton. Madonna Blythe. And that's a good pass, picking out the captain, Fiona Cock. Cock now carries it over halfway. Looking to feed that infield to Britton, but it was just too far ahead of Britton. Squibb now feeding it forward to Nobbs. Nobbs, though, just lost it for a second, and Madonna Blythe says thank you very much. Milan now, she did keep it in play, manages to get infield of Hayes. Milan looks to play it into the circle. That was really good defence in a difficult ball to bring under control, but well done, Sophie Johnston. And over the side it goes, eventually off the stick of Greta Hayes. Hayes hits the turf, but it will be free hit to Milan. Milan. And the free hit goes against her. She looks to the skies, and then a ironic smile comes across the face of Ine Milan. Oh dear, miscommunication there at the back between Kirsty Denning and Greta Hayes. It means that it's a long corner. Madonna Blythe has stepped forward for Hale. Just feel that a third goal may be just the cushion that Hale need. Chalker pulls wide to play that into the circuit. It's going to be a long corner if it goes out of play. It is indeed. It just took a touch off the stick of Blair Beard. So again, Madonna Blythe, but took it from the wrong spot. Must be directly opposite where it crossed the baseline. So Madonna Blythe has to go almost in line with the left-hand post of Alicia Power. Took a deflection again, top of the circle. It's going to break, and Ine Milan on the reverse stick this time, just putting it wide of Alicia Power's goal. Milan, who spent some time playing for Canterbury in England, and if you check the record books, it was quite interesting. She played with 3 generations of South African hockey player when she was there. Good steal again inside the circle from Blair Beard. So it was a bit of history was made then. That was good control being shown there by Katie Clark once more. Didn't have a lot on, and she didn't panic. She just kept possession for Curtin. Good pass again from Denning. Shot towards goal, and it just went on the outside, and in fact took a touch. So it's going to be a long corner. I think Hale thought it was a 16. They're complaining about it. In fact, eventually 16 is awarded. So Madonna Blythe in deep conversation with Melissa Trivich. Fiona Cock. Up the line it goes. Good defence again. It's coming across and closing that down. Milan plays on quickly. Chalker. Oh dear, slips. Luckily she's all right, back up on her feet. Blair Beard did nothing wrong. It was just a slip from Chalker. And this time Milan gets it, plays it directly across the circle, but everybody'd run forward of the pass. It's the right idea. Caitlin Nobbs carrying it out, confidence to carry the ball forward. Nice little touch from Sienna Archer. Archer now pushes it into the path of Hayes. Hayes goes round one defender. Hayes still going. Look to try and get that one past Durst. Durst is on the ground, and it's swept clear in the end by Harwood. Jess Durst doing a good job at the moment in goal for Hale, as we see Archer again on the attack. Edge of the circle. Manages to find the foot of Cock. Cock, I think, feeling that that was just outside the circle, but it will be another penalty corner for Curtin, their fourth of the match. Can they find a goal this time? Caitlin Nobbs makes her way to the baseline. They've got great power from penalty corners. They've got Penny Squibb. They've got Blair Beard. And it's Beard at the top of the circle waiting this time. Out it comes, Beard. Good defensive play. That was good work from Fiona Cock, and it's a great counter-attack. Milan falling as she played the ball forward. It's going to be a free hit as it just clipped the foot there of Sophie Johnston. Milan looks to play on. Milan lays it square, top of the circle again. It's really important tackle from Sophie Johnston. Johnston involved again, and in the end it was, I think, Hayes who stole it forward. Archer cuts infield. Harwood gets a touch, and then Blythe clears up behind her. Hayes involved, got a touch, and Blythe pulled out of the challenge, and again we see involved Sophie Johnston. Infield she goes to Nobbs. Really important tackle and intercept coming for Hale, and just calming things down is Fiona Cock. And she's pushed that one forward. It's chased all the way, and getting on the end of it almost was Tash Hayden. Tash Hayden, originally from Belfast. Now turn from Bryony Boltby. Took a deflection off the stick of Sarah Branley, so long corner it will be for Hale. Halfway through the third quarter, Mariah Williams over the ball, self passes, looks to carry it forward herself, closed down by two Curtin defenders, jabbing to try and get the ball away from him. Williams managed to hang on to it and draw the foul. Good defence there initially from Katie Clark. So Williams again, just making sure she takes it from the right spot. Clark comes out of the circle, closes her down, appeals for the foot off Mariah Williams, and the whistle and the umpire agree with it. So there's still plenty of time. Oh my word, what a mix-up. Well, that has to be a penalty corner. Alicia Power kicking the ball straight into Blair Beard. There can be no argument, I don't think, with that. Now, Katie Clark is now in discussion. And now there's confusion as to who's going to do the defending. Of course, there is that argument that there was not an attacker anywhere near, so it shouldn't be an issue, but I'm afraid it was a little bit too blatant, and that's where you have that problem with that rule, whereas if nobody's around. Anyway, it will be Tash Hayden to inject. And it's struck by Cock, and it's gone into the bottom corner. Well, I'm not sure she got the connection she was hoping for, but it is a third goal, which adds insult to injury for Curtin. Fiona Cock striking that one and adding a third goal. So now the question is there a way back for Curtin? And I mentioned that they beat Hale in the third round, 4-0. One of only 2 teams to have defeated Hale so far this season. I think I said 3, did I say? Only 2 teams that have beaten Hale this season. Wasps have had 2 draws, both of those 3 apiece. One of those was in Hale's last match. So carried forward by Penny Squibber. Right idea, actually, to switch play to the right-hand side, but unfortunately she just split the 2 players, Sienna Archer and Grace Conn. Nobbs now looks to play the ball into the path of Sophie Johnston. Johnston coming forward, just checking back. Was that a stick check? No, not according to the umpires. Kate Boltby kept possession under pressure. Clayton played it into the foot of Nobbs, although Nobbs didn't agree with that decision. Although I think it was a little bit of acting there by Nobbs. I think she knew it had caught her foot, but was just going to put that angelic look on her face and hope the umpire might change his mind. Johnston again to Nobbs. Well intercepted Mariah Williams. There's trouble here. Clayton is forward for Hale. Williams decides to go on her own. Williams into the circle, gets past Squibb, but her pass was just too far ahead of Brooke Corbett, and a chance goes begging for Hale. Five minutes left in the third quarter. So far, Hale have scored in each quarter of the match. Watched and brought down brilliantly by Taylor Britton. Into the circle it goes, and well, that was Penny Squibb. She must have got a shout, you would have thought, from Alicia Power. Decided to let that one run all the way through. Suddenly it's gone a little bit quieter here at the Perth Hockey Stadium. Curtin, you feel, just need to find some spark or some impetus to get themselves back in this match. Certainly Katie Clark, their captain, has been one that's been lively up front. Whenever she's on the ball, something has happened. Denning now. Over the side it goes. Chance to play on Kate Denning. Good pass forward, finds Chalella. Chalella into the circle, looks to get it across the face of goal, and it's gone out of play. Credit though to Durst. Good position held by her. Jess Durst, who started her hockey at Camberwell Hockey Club in Melbourne. Of course, sister to Johan Durst, who had 2 fantastic games against India in the test matches here when Colin Batch gave him all the game time so that he could get some match experience. Currently in the pecking order behind Tyler Lovell and Andrew Charter. Johan Durst, but certainly showed in that game that he is another talented keeper coming up for Australia as Madonna Blythe carries it forward, shows a lot of the ball, gets the ball wide, but Cock just on her heels a little bit there. And Penny Squibb playing that forward, but it came up off the stick of Mariah Williams into her own chest. Oh, Squibb looked to go to the air, but probably only got it about a couple of centimetres off the ground, and Taylor Britton feeling that she was hard done by there, but in the end she gets the ball, plays it to the top of the circle. Good defence though by Curtin. A little bit of space now. Katie Clark turns. Britton comes back, steals it, goes into the body of Madonna Blythe. Free hit to Curtin. Very strong hit from Kate Denning, but it's worked dividends, and Katie Clark into Chilella. Durst lets that one run over the baseline, and it will be a 16. And we're into the final 2 minutes of this quarter. And Hale with a 2-goal advantage at the moment. Very much in the box seat. That looked as if it had gone out of play. Linne Milan had her feet off the field of play, but a stick inside. Branley. Beard will push that one forward to Kate Denning. Branley again. Denning wanting the ball back, gets it back. And that was great work from, well, I think it was, yeah, great work from Sophie Turner to get the ball back for Curtin. Determination from her. Sophie Turner, who was with Bunbury Exiles, another one coming from the south of Western Australia. Was 2017 MVP in the second grade at Curtin. So having made her way up through the grades. So Blair Beard just dribbling that across the pitch. Kirsty Denning, and it gets a deflection over the side. Squibb, there's time still for one last attack if she flicks it to the air. Just took a deflection off the stick of Mel Clayton. Clayton again in front of Squibb, just retreating there as the umpire told her to get back. Chalker will collect that one off the stick of Britton. It's been stolen by Nobbs. Oh, and that's important from Blythe. Top of the circle, shot just wide. Well, a really good effort coming in right at the death of the third quarter from Katie Clark. Would have been a real opportunist goal had she managed to get it, but it would have reduced the gap as we go into the final break. Curtin University 1, Hale 3. Our player coach, Kate Denning, giving final instructions to her team. Can she lift them for one final effort in this 15 minutes? Can they find 2 goals from somewhere? Kate Denning, of course, who's won the Charlesworth Medal twice herself in 2010 and 2013, and was part of the WA Diamonds side from 2007 to 2017, so she has seen it at the highest level. Has also played for the Hockeyroos. But Madonna Blythe down below us on the other side of the pitch, giving really clear, concise instructions to her team. As the sun comes out once more here at Curtin University, is the sun going to shine on their team? Or will it be Hale who rain on their parade? At the moment, they're leading by 3 goals to 1. as we're about to get the final quarter underway. Good intercept and good pressure from Chilela. Chilela again clashing there with Brooke Corbett. Corbett doesn't mind the physicality, I can tell you that. Bryony Boltby rather. Down the line it went. That's a good deflection by Chalker. Chalker gets the return pass. Chalker trying to weave her way into the circle, but in the end, good defensive play once more from Sophie Johnston. Blair Beard cracking that forward. It was lifted. Milan did brilliantly to bring it under control. She self-passes, dribbles into the circle. Milan squares it. First time shot was a good one. And it was Chalker with the shot, but a good save from Alicia Power. She concedes the long corner. So Madonna Blythe in the shadow of the main stand with the long corner. Players have to be 5 meters away. Madonna Blythe feeds it to Taylor Britton. That's a really good angle, and it was a good touch in the end to deflect it away from Kirsty Denning, because it was a great angle for Britton to play that pass into the circle. Wide open. Madonna Blythe comes wide once more. Short pass to the edge of the circle. Milan on the reverse stick, deflected by Chalker towards goal, but good defense again, this time from Penny Squibb. Comes out wide. Sienna Archer loves to run with the ball on her stick. She attacks the Hale players, cuts infield. It's a good pass by her. She'll get the return pass this time now from Katie Clark. Slips as she's going forward, and in the end it will be Bryony Boltby who comes up with the ball for Hale. Clark puts pressure on. Chilela wins the free hit. Clark plays on quickly. Good tackle, edge of the circle, this time coming from Erin Harwood. And Milan just cleverly dinking that onto the foot of Sienna Archer. Well, that's what Curtin need, is the likes of Archer to get forward, combine with Katie Clark, and hope that Chilela, with that magical goal-scoring touch of hers, can be in the right spot at the right time. So once more, Sophie Johnston plays it forward, takes the deflection off Boltby. And it's going to be free hit down in the corner. In fact, it didn't go out of play, I think. Did it ricochet off? One back again by Boltby. Now it's Chilela. Chilela short pass, edge of the circle. Katie Clark. No, it's not Katie Clark. My apologies. Greta Hayes it was. And Madonna Blythe just turning back the clock and just winding the clock down, just calming things down, taking her time, as Milan comes in from the outside and just then took it over the edge under pressure coming from Grace Conn. Nobbs closed down again. It's desperation. And Madonna Blythe getting the touch that was needed. Chalker cleaning up for Hale. Milan tries to cut infield. Again, it's a good tackle from Grace Conn, but she can't keep that one in play. Milan plays on quickly, leaves Conn in her wake, then plays a lovely square pass, and there's a chance now for Fakeney. Top of the circle, good tackle from Beard. And it's a chance now as Nobbs accelerates up the pitch, looking for Chilela. She's gonna collect that. She got in round the back of Koch, and Koch has gone to ground. Chilela looks to play on, and Madonna Blythe, and a penalty corner will be awarded, and Fiona Koch is hopefully okay, because she had a fairly strong tumble and then got the ball caught between her legs. So a penalty corner, the 6th of the match for Curtin. Can they pull a goal back? There are 11 minutes left in the match. It would give them plenty of time to force an equaliser if they could. Remembering that they drew their match, their last outing. So this time it will be Kirsty Denning to inject. Penny Squibb and Blair Beard are at the top of the circle. Caitlin Nobbs doing the stopping. Squibb moves to the left-hand side. It's a low flick. Comes to Squibb now. She hits towards goal and lifted it above the level of the backboard. That was really the first shot. So that was why I think it was blown, and it was deemed dangerous and high. Madonna Blythe, I think, giving her opinion to the umpires as well. And just being told to shh, keep quiet. Caitlin Nobbs being closed down by Chalker. Goes back to Beard. Squibb now. Intercepted well by Madison Marshall. Marshall on the pitch, I think, almost for the first time that we've noticed in this match. So Curtin, there's a little bit of urgency about their play, as you'd expect. 2 goals down, they need to find a goal from somewhere, and they need to find it quickly. Kate Denning now over the ball, goes infield, and manages to pick out her sister, Kirsty. It's good movement by Curtin. Sophie Turner, she's looked dangerous when she's got in the circle. Turner still going. Shot on the reverse stick, but it caught the back stick. That'll be frustrating. So now again, we're just waiting for the ball to come on. It's dribbling onto the pitch now. Mariah Williams trying to dribble out of defence, gets the free hit. Curtin fans were not happy with that decision, and Caitlin Nobbs has picked up a card. And not sure if you picked up a reaction on our effects microphone, but not happy with it, you would surmise from that reaction. A wild swing. And a free hit now as Beard looks to get on with things quickly. Manages to find Hayes. Hayes has a little bit of space, but Chalker closes it down. Hayes cuts infield, goes back on the outside. Chalker still chasing. And it pass forward was a good one, but Chalala again puts her hand up as an apology this time. Just couldn't keep it in play. We're into the final 10 minutes. Chalala has brought that one down for Curtin. Short, square pass from her. And that was up off Mariah Williams' stick, so it'll be a free hit. Denning takes it quickly, goes to nobody in particular, and trying to pounce and get on the end of that was once more Mel Clayton. Now it's Blair Beard. Beard goes infield to Kate Denning. Denning put under pressure by Mariah Williams. A little bit push in the back as well from Williams. That was lifted again off the stick of Clayton. Brought under control brilliantly, though, by Greta Hayes. Hayes hits the turf. It's going to be Hale who come up with the ball. Corbett gets another free hit for Hale, just on halfway. Mariah Williams will leave that one behind, and it will be taken in the end by captain Fiona Cock. Hale have managed to find a goal in every quarter. Can they keep that record going? Corbett this time just getting underneath that one. So Hale very much in the driving seat at the moment. And then Milan coming forward. Was there a little push in the back? I think it was just a fair challenge. Sienna Archer and Milan shoulder to shoulder. Milan collects that one. Lovely turn from her. Gets another free hit. Good lead again from Emily Chalker. Off the foot it goes. It'll be a free hit. Fiona Cock takes it quickly. Chalker on the overlap. A little bit of space to run into. Chalker lays it square. Beard got a good touch, and unfortunately the free hit goes. Well, unfortunately if you're a Hale fan, the decision goes against Hale. Britton. That took a touch off Beard, and Chalker was there. But unfortunately, I think it just caught her body on the way through. But Milan was very disappointed that the decision prior to that didn't go her way. Archer plays it square. Johnston. And just over the side it goes. Good defensive play from Koch, just breaking up the attack. Sophie Johnston again. Sophie Johnston, one of those players who came through the Boyanup Hockey Club, which is producing so many players at the moment. And obviously doing great work down in the southwest of Western Australia. Born in Bunbury. Good intercept that time coming from Caitlin Nobbs, back on after her 2-minute suspension. Obviously fired up and wanting to get a result. Caitlin Nobbs, who has been Curtin through and through. She was with Burwood Briars Hockey Club when moved to Sydney, but started her career with Curtin. And that's a great intercept again. Breaking forward. And then just losing out was Milan again. It's Nobbs who stole it back for Curtin. Sophie Turner now is penalised. Free hit going Hale's way. She's disappointed. We're approaching the final 5 minutes. It's getting again a little bit grey and dark here at the Perth Hockey Stadium. And it'll be a good result for Hale, who, as we mentioned, were sitting top of the ladder. Just dropped 2 games and drawn 2 games all year, heading for another win, which will be their 8th win of the season. Free hit to them just outside the circle. It'll put a little bit of pressure on Curtin, who have been a little bit up and down. I mean, if you look at their last 5 games, drawn 1, lost 1, lost. And you can now add a lost before the drawn. Just need to find some consistency heading into the last month of the season to consolidate their place in the top 4. Saw last year that Old Aquinians in the men's competition found that form at the end of the season, and they managed to come away with the premiership. So it can be done. And in fact, even in the women's competition, if you looked at Wasps, the defending champions, they managed to come through as Denning now comes into the circle. Kate Denning on the reverse stick, plays it in well. And it's a good save. Durst didn't panic. It was a miss-hit shot, always hard to save. Chinella didn't get the power she was hoping on that, but Durst wasn't fooled by that. Mariah Williams, that was lovely, the way she just glided past Blair Beard. And now Clayton, a little bit of space on the right. Clayton cracks that in. Did it catch a foot on the way through? Well, no squeals from Hale in protest to the umpire allowing play to continue, so it must have been okay. Madonna Blythe to her captain, Fiona Koch. Taylor Britton, who's had a good game in my opinion, and trying to just help that one back, and losing her stick was Madison Marshall. Clayton somehow beaten. She went down low in an indoor stick tackle, but still the ball managed to get past her. Playing on quickly again, Sienna Archer. Good pass infield from her, finding Greta Hayes. Hayes turning into Madonna Blythe. Then plays the ball now into the path of Archer. Archer couldn't get past Koch. A really well-timed tackle by the captain of Hale. So really an uphill battle now for Curtin if they can salvage anything. This will help Hale's goal difference, which is not the best when it comes to the top teams. They were +4 coming into today's game. UWA +7. Suburban Lions were +7 and Curtin were +11. But now this will just help them. Those 2 goals will lift them to +6. as it could well come down to goal difference at the end of the season, as there are so few points between these teams. But it's a long corner now for Curtin. They need to get on with things quickly. Kate Denning plays it wide to Sienna Archer. Archer, well, the ball just catching her foot, and Fiona Cock will just stroll forward. She's on the ball now, looking to take the 16. Bangs that one forward, and it's gonna, well, is it gonna break? No, it's not. Alicia Power letting it run over the baseline. Curtin wanting the ball quickly. In fact, a long corner has been given, so there must have been a touch. I think it came off Blair Beard's stick as Williams plays it short on the left-hand side. Hayes wins it back for Curtin. What chance for one last attack? Nobbs, and that's going to come wide to Chilela. Chilela had Squibb in the middle, misdirected, and it avoided the foot somehow. Archer, 2 balls, and then the ball person picking up the ball that was on the line. Chalker, though, well-timed tackle, and she'll wind the clock down. Still 24 seconds to go, so had to go play on, and up the side it goes. Took a slight deflection. Madonna Blythe says, I'll take this one. Plays it in from the side, carries it forward, cracks it towards the circle. Beard intercepts, and this time it's intercepted again by Hale, who bring it over to the side. And that's great experience shown by Taylor Britton. And a really successful match for Hale. They had to battle hard, and they did so. And they managed to get goals in the first quarter, second and the third. And it was their captain's goal that really sealed it for them. Fiona Cox scoring in the third quarter from a penalty corner to go along with Mariah Williams and Emily Chalker's goals. The final score, Curtin University 1, Hale Hockey Club 3.